The crappiest boat on the water. And I say that because it is a piece of crap. Uh, I've had this boat for about 3 years. I bought it off a good friend. Didn't pay much. I basically needed a electric boat. I have a couple lakes that are electric only, and that means you can't have a motor on it and you can't have a gas tank on it. When I bought this boat, I fished for 3 years and progressively took on more water, got worse, almost fell through the floor. And that's a picture of the back deck, which is actually pretty good. You can see banged up pretty good. Give you an overview of just some of the things that would be torn apart. The biggest problem was the transom. It had no transom. I wished I could show you what was in a transom, but it was completely rotted. It was rotted so bad that if you take a look on the original bilge pump was on the left there, the smaller one, it kind of was hanging out. A lot of the rivets now leaked, and the reason why the rivets leaked, there was no wood to hold them together. So finally, I decided to rebuild this year. We put a new transom in. The top plate there was needed because actually it developed a little crack along the top. Because there's no transom in there, deck, it needed done. Wiring sucks. I've actually started to wire. There's my battery outlay. Trolling motor's 24 volt. For some reason, one battery's back here, the other one's up front, but it works. Pretty cool story. I'll tell you later on the charger you see back there, and it works. I actually bought that for $50. It's a Minn Kota, but I'll touch on it a little later. That's two batteries from my 12 volt system. Tore apart. Took all the steering out and the steering cables and everything, starting on the rewire, waiting for some things to come in, put new switches on it. I call it my crappiest boat on the water. And it probably is. It looks the worst. Old brute trolling motor. Front deck. Interesting story on the front deck. I've got everything here, but actually it's a quarter inch. It's over between a quarter inch and a half inch aluminum. So someone actually did a good job on that. But I'm hoping to get this back in shape for the beginning of the season. I'm working a lot on it, but with the cold weather and everything, it makes the progress a little slow. Got some neat switches that came in. The old switches, I actually threw them away. They were shot. But I like these switches right here. They do a good job. I actually hooked them up just to test them out. Something you may notice, and I'm going all around here. I know that. I actually put in I'm going to have a 2 bilge pump system. I put in an 1100 gallon right here, which requires a, just want to know the bigger hose. This is the original bilge pump right here. Got a new hose and everything. I don't know if I'm going to replace that or not. It's 500 gallon. It seems to work, at least when it wants to. Interesting story on this. Someone rebuilt this already once. There's no flotation at all there. This is a mess. The foam's in there. All your original wiring's in there. I don't know if I can slide that up some that you can see. But you can, but I don't have enough light. But it's a mess. It all needs tore out. But anyways, this is the beginning project of the crappiest boat on the water. Just some work on the transom. We actually elected to put stainless steel back in. We probably put too much of your marine caulking on that. I don't know if we used a 51 or 5200. But we put all new through hull connections on it and everything. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to show you the crappiest boat on the water. And when I get done with it, we'll kind of show you what it looks like. And I have a Skeeter bass boat, and the problem with the Skeeter bass boat is, you know what it is. You get them brand new boats, you don't like to put a scratch on it, and they suck for fishing a TMO, a trolling motor only uh, tournament, because you can't get that boat where you want it to go. This draft's a lot shallower. It's a lot easier to launch. It's a lot easier to take out. I constantly can outmaneuver the larger bass boats that are just using a trolling motor. Catch anything better. But that's my big bass boat. Then I have another one that I've been working on. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you real quick the mess I have. And stay tuned. We'll maybe keep you through some updates. But I'll give you a hint. This boat has caught some of the biggest bass that I've caught. I've switched to littler lakes a lot. And people miss out fishing on those. I have a couple friends, a couple people I know that, they only want to fish with their big boat on bigger water, and they have fun. They're accomplished fishermen. They catch a lot of fish. But the dirty secret is I catch a lot more fish, and I don't share a lot of the pictures or a lot of lake information. And this is the #1 boat for catching big fish. Thank you, and stay tuned. I'll update you some progress on this if you're interested. Once again, my crappy aluminum bass boat.